Hey guys, welcome back to Dueling Destination. I know it's been a while since I made any video, and it's actually been since last year. I had some complications with my laptop, but now I'm back at it, trying some new stuff. So we're back in 2020, and probably the balance is gonna hit anytime this week. I just want to put this out that with the new balance coming, I really don't know what to play. I'm either playing Mermails or Spirals. I was playing True Dracos to end the year and it went good, but it's time to switch it up a bit. Let's jump straight into the deck profiles, guys. So this deck profile is for Mermails 2020. This is the current balance that we have at the moment before January 14th or 15th. I'm not too sure when the balance is going to drop, but I just wanted to get some content out there. And let me know how to fix this deck. I'm not too sure how to play it at the moment. The new balance that we had, it's been a while since I played this deck, so I'm just trying to do some stuff that I think might work for me, and through play testing it has worked before. Let's go straight into the deck profile, guys. So I decided to only use 2 copies of Ash in this deck. I feel like Ash is a great card, but not too good for the format, because as soon as you stop an Orcus combo, they just continue going on, and Orcus Cash Tracker is just so broken, guys. And of course, you gotta go with Triple Prince, as this is one of the main cards in the deck that you want to start off with, hoping that the balance is going to give us another Diva to go with in. But if it doesn't, we're still pretty good with Triple Prince. Deep Sea Diva is actually getting some support on Archetype, so that should be amazing, guys. And also, I have here the Atlantean Dragoons. I'm showing the places that are most important at the moment. These are the main deck cards that you want to see in the deck as fast as you can. This deck has a lot of one-off cards, and at that point, I don't think you want to see them, but they are very useful also. But these guys are some of the best cards you want to see. These guys get to add almost anything to your hand. For Atlanteans as well, we have the one-off. I'm using just one of each one of them. Marksman, I might bump it up to 2. I'm not too sure yet, but I gotta do a bit more play testing. So we gotta see how it goes, guys. Just remember, if you have any way I can build this deck better, let me know down in the comment section, and I'm happy to hear and try new stuff, guys. For the Mermails, we actually have to go with Triple Megalo, as this is being the boss monster. This deck is made to OTK, and with the cards I have in here in the side deck, it can break boards and your opponent's gonna be kind of stranded at a point to go for the second turn. So we're using triple of these guys as well. And of course we're going to use triple of this one here. So this is very important as well in the deck. So all of these guys trigger the effects by discarding a card, water monster to the graveyard, and that's very useful for a lot of cards that we have here, guys. So I'm just running through this very quickly. This is just my volume 1. If you want to understand how to play Mermails, just continue looking out for the videos coming up, okay? For my one-offs. The one-offs are kind of weird because I have most of them in here because I want to use a lot of water monsters to trigger my effects. But for now, this seems to be working out pretty good for me. And I don't go much into the extra deck, but when I do, it's a very powerful play because of the one-offs that I have. I decided to use these guys here as the one-offs for Mermails. I think you kind of saw what else I have in here, but like I said, I might cut a few. Let me know down in the comment section what I can change in this deck to make it better, as we're trying to do a volume 1 for the first 2020. I'm also using 2 Gamma Seals because I feel Gamma Seal is very important for me. It helps me get over a lot of the Orcus boards that are very problematic for me. And just having Gamma Seal to get over. Also, Thunder Dragon cards. Thunder Dragon is the worst matchup I can go against because this deck searches a lot. And one Colossus kind of shuts me down, so I'm trying to figure out how to play around that. Also, I'm using a weird package here for the frog packages. I'm just using 2 Swap Frog, 1 Ronin Tony, and 1 Dupe Frog because I don't want to depend on these guys to be the full reason why the deck is good. Or it's just a small engine to get some of my cards into the graveyard and also be able to have access to Totally Awesome. Now for supporting water cards, these are supporting water monsters that I think are very good as well. I'm using 1 Aqua Spirit, one of this dragon guy, he's pretty good. I can't see his name from here. 1 Deep Sea Diva, of course, one of the main cards in the deck. We're hoping to actually get that at 2. And 1 Mulingila. I hope I said that right. So this guy helps me rip my opponent's hand, which is not too good at the moment, considering that Orcus is playing Dangers, and Dangers get their effects, and Orcus sending to the graveyard also gets their effect. But if I can OTK them, it helps a lot. So that was for the monster count. I have quite a few monsters in here. I believe the deck count is actually 42, but not too sure. Let's go into the spell cards. The spell cards are very important because I'm playing for them to get into my deck as much as I can and get Prince actually on the field. So you know we have to play that copy of 1 for 1. Mori of Greed helps me fix my hands when I need it. And the 1 searcher that Megalo can actually get. So we have these guys. I'm actually deciding if I should cut this guy. This Sea Lord Amulet is pretty powerful because it protects my water monsters. So I think it's good in the deck, but I'm not too sure if he's needed right now. I'm playing 1 copy of Monster Reborn also. Monster Reborn is just an extender for the deck because the deck can actually, like I said, OTK anyone. Then I have to play 3 copies of Call by the Grave because Call by the Grave is something that helps me continue my combos. If I summon my Prince, they ash him, or anything effect Veiler, the deck is almost dead at that point. So I have to be able to play around that. So I decided to use 1 Abyss Sphere and also 2 Infinite Impermanence. I know normally people don't use traps in the deck as much because they're all full combo, but I need something for going second to at least try to interrupt my opponent with the Impermanence. So I think that's pretty viable for me. So that was the main deck, guys. So let's go straight into the extra deck. For the extra deck, it's not fully built yet, but I'm just picking cards that I think can work for me very good. I just play tested with this a few times, and honestly, I lost a bit more than I won, but that's just part of growth and how I work with these decks. So I'm using 1 of the Brionat card. It's pretty good because it helps me discard my cards. 1 Abyss Dweller and 1 Totally Awesome. These guys are very powerful and I think they're very good in a deck. Abyss Dweller against the meta is very great as well. If I can get Abyss Dweller on the field before Orcus go off, I have a fighting chance. For my Link monsters, 1 Link Karibo, 1 IP, 1 Phoenix. For my Link 2s and Link 1s, because you need something to send your Prince to the graveyard. For the IP plays, I'm using 1 Unicorn. Also Blackluster Soldier. I think this was one of the best pulls I got from the Battles of Light. Heroes Revenge, I think it's called. I got this guy in one of my first packs I got when it came out. So this was amazing. I'm using quite a few Link 4s. So I'm using Skull Dread, Burrow Sword, and Burrow Lord. Because there's a lot of monsters I can't get over. And this kind of helps me get over them. I decided to also use 1 Apollosa and 1 Avermax because I can go into this guy very easily because of my Link monsters that are very low level. And it gives a lot of protection IP. And I'm deciding to side in Super Poly. For Super Poly Thunder Dragon matchups, that's my worst matchup, so I need to use that guy. For my side deck, it's just something I've been using for my locals and it's been working pretty good, guys. I'm using double copies of Nibiru. I think triple copies is okay, but I don't want it to clog, especially my hand, or sorry, my deck being such a full combo deck. I'm using triple copies of Lancia for the Orcus matchups because you have to do that. You have to respect Orcus as a deck. Any variant of Orcus, Sky Striker, Pure, Danger, doesn't matter. Triple copies of System Down because again, Orcus matchup is just so crazy. Sorry about that noise, guys. I'm home doing some laundry. You know how it is. Triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone. Back row hate a lot against your Draco. Orcus again. That's one of the main cards I've been hating. And Pendulums. I'm using double copies also of Dark Ruler No More. This helps me break a lot of boards. Even though my opponent doesn't take damage, I still get to destroy their monster. And with my cards, I can get rid of a lot of monsters on the field. And finally, I decided to use double copies of Super Polymerization. This is one of the best cards in the side deck for me against Thunder Dragons and one of the main guys I depend on getting. So guys, Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends, and it's 2020. Let's get to those subscriber counts, and I'll see you next time.